Ever walked past a Hermes store, seen those astronomical price tags, and wondered, who is actually buying this stuff, especially right now? It seems counterintuitive, right? While most companies are slashing prices and offering discounts to survive a tough economy, luxury brands like Hermès are doing the exact opposite. They're raising their prices, and the craziest part? It works. People want them even more. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of luxury marketing to uncover the psychological secrets that make these brands not just survive, but thrive during a recession. We'll explore how they masterfully use scarcity, heritage, and a deep understanding of human desire to become more coveted when times are tough. This isn't just about expensive handbags, it's a masterclass in business, psychology, and the power of status. So what's the deal? Why does a downturn in the economy make a Birkin bag even more desirable? The answer lies in a concept called Veblen goods. Back in 1899, an economist named Thorstein Veblen noticed something peculiar about the super-rich. For certain items, the traditional law of supply and demand was turned on its head. Instead of demand decreasing as price increases, it actually went up. The higher the price, the more people wanted it. These aren't just products, they're signals. Owning a Veblen good is a loud and clear declaration of wealth and status. It says, "I'm so successful that this economic downturn doesn't affect me." During a recession, this signal becomes even more powerful. When everyone else is cutting back, splurging on an ultra-expensive item is the ultimate flex. It creates a powerful sense of separation and exclusivity. Hermes understands this better than anyone. They're not just selling a leather bag. They're selling a membership to an elite club, and the price tag is the entry fee. Raising prices during a recession isn't a risky gamble. It's a calculated move to reinforce their exclusivity and make their products even more desirable to those who can afford to send that signal. But price is only one part of the equation. The real genius of brands like Hermes is their mastery of scarcity. You can't just walk into a Hermes store with a pile of cash and walk out with a Birkin or a Kelly bag. Oh no, it's not that simple. First, you have to become a loyal customer. This means spending a significant amount of money on other Hermes products, scarves, belts, shoes, home goods over a period of time. You need to build a relationship with a sales associate. You're essentially proving your loyalty and worthiness to the brand. Only then, maybe, you might be offered the chance to purchase one of their iconic bags. There's no waitlist, there's no guarantee. It's an opaque, almost mythical process. This strategy is brilliant because it does two things. First, it drives massive sales of their other, more accessible luxury items. And second, it transforms the bag from a simple product into a trophy. It's a reward for your dedication to the brand. The difficulty of obtaining it becomes a core part of its value. People share stories online, discussing strategies, comparing their journeys to getting the bag. This creates a powerful community and a self-perpetuating mythos around the product. It's not just a purchase, it's a quest. This manufactured scarcity ensures that demand will always outstrip supply, keeping the desire burning white hot. Now let's talk about the psychological trick behind their pricing. Why does a price tag of $15,000 feel different from 3 payments of $5,000? Luxury brands don't just sell products, they sell stories and emotions. And a huge part of that is the story of craftsmanship and heritage. When you hear about an Hermes bag, you don't just hear about leather. You hear about artisans in France who train for years, who hand-stitch every single piece with a specific 2-needle technique that no machine can replicate. You hear about the sourcing of the finest leathers in the world. This narrative justifies the price. It reframes the purchase not as an extravagant expense, but as an investment in art, in tradition, in quality that will last a lifetime and can be passed down through generations. This is known as value anchoring. The brand anchors the price not to the cost of materials, but to the intangible value of artistry, time, and heritage. Suddenly, the price isn't just a number, it's a reflection of unparalleled quality and a story you get to be a part of. You're not just buying a bag, you're acquiring a piece of history. This psychological reframing is crucial. It helps the buyer justify the purchase to themselves and to others, turning what could be seen as a frivolous spend into a wise long-term investment in timeless style. Another key strategy is the halo effect. When a brand has an incredibly prestigious and unattainable hero product like the Birkin bag, its aura of luxury and quality casts a halo over all the other products the brand sells. You might not be able to afford the $20,000 bag, but you can afford a $200 scarf or a $500 belt. When you buy that scarf, you're not just buying a piece of silk, you're buying a small piece of the Hermes dream. You get the same iconic orange box, the same elegant shopping bag, the same feeling of participating in that world of ultimate luxury. These more accessible items act as entry points to the brand. They allow a wider audience to experience the brand's prestige, creating a base of aspirational customers who may one day become the clients who are offered a Kelly. This creates a tiered system of luxury. At the top, you have the ultra-exclusive, gate-kept items that build the myth. And below that, you have a range of products that let people buy into that myth. It's a brilliant way to broaden their customer base and generate enormous revenue without ever diluting the power and exclusivity of their core brand identity. The halo from the unobtainable makes the obtainable irresistible. So, let's bring it all together. How do luxury brands like Hermès manage to get more expensive and more desirable during a recession? It's a perfect storm of economic theory, masterful marketing, and deep psychological insight. First, they leverage their status as Veblen goods, understanding that for the ultra-wealthy, a higher price tag during tough times is a more powerful status symbol. Second, they engineer extreme scarcity, turning the act of purchasing into a quest and making the product a trophy that signifies more than just wealth. It signifies dedication and insider status. Third, they use the power of storytelling and heritage to anchor their high prices to the intangible value of craftsmanship and artistry, making the cost feel justified and rational. Finally, they use the halo effect of their iconic hero products to sell a whole range of more accessible items, allowing a broader audience to buy a small piece of the luxury dream. It's a multi-layered strategy that insulates them from economic downturns and transforms a potential crisis into a massive opportunity. They don't play by the same rules as other businesses. Instead of reacting to the market, they shape it. They don't sell products, they sell identity, status, and a story that people are desperate to be a part of, no matter the cost. It's a fascinating look into a world where the normal rules of business simply don't apply. And it shows that by understanding the deep-seated human desires for status, belonging, and beauty, a brand can become more than just a brand. It can become a legend. What do you think? Is this strategy genius, or is it just a clever manipulation of our insecurities? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about the world of luxury. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting and want more deep dives into the psychology of business and culture, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. We'll see you in the next one.